It's time for the High Hopes
Buzzy Baseball
Report. Kev.
Buzzy Baseball. Ah, yes, happy to be back in the Buzzy.
I hate Buzzy Baseball.
It makes me laugh.
Yes. Why couldn't it just be Buzz Baseball?
But Buzzy Baseball is funnier.
Well, it's not Jack Baseball. It's Jackie Baseball.
Right, but you're not. He's Jackie Baseball. You're not Buzzy
not
Baseball.
Buzzy
But I
Baseball.
like it. You are Buzzy Baseball to me.
Thank you.
By the end of this couple weeks, Buzzy
It
Baseball
will be
Report's
Buzzy
going to be
Baseball.
better than the Jackie Baseball Report. That's what I could teach that kid a lesson about having a kid and take it,
2 weeks old.
take it 2 weeks. So, all right, go ahead, Buzzy.
Don't you worry, Ike. It'll grow on you. All right, let's go with the Phillies salvaged the series yesterday afternoon in Seattle. They now, according to Fangraphs, have a 93.5% chance to even make the playoffs. Feels like we still talk about them in a way that, like, it's not a given, obviously, for them to make the playoffs, but the odds are pretty good. They're within 2 games of the Cubs in the wild card to host that first series, 4.5 back of the Braves. Some highlights from the game. Kyle Schwarber hits the 40th home run mark for the 4th time in a Phillies uniform. Joins only Ryan Howard among Phillies who have done that feat. Not even the great Michael Jack Schmidt did it.
Yeah, 40 home runs wasn't big when Schmitty was playing.
Well, it was a big deal, but it didn't.
Well, I mean,
He did it
didn't
3
happen.
times, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
even Schmitty did it 3 times.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
yes, and didn't. I don't think he struck out 200 times any of those
Okay.
years. No. The home runs are great for Schwarber. They're great. The issue I have with Schwarber,
Boom or bust.
yeah, is that he exemplifies as much as we love him and as helpful as those home runs. Everything that we get frustrated with about the playoffs is exemplified in Schwarber, and that isn't to say that
That's
he
true.
goes
No.
cold,
Yeah.
but like when Schwarber's going great, it is the greatest
No,
thing
it's
ever.
magnified. No, you're absolutely right.
But when it's not, and
Yeah.
Jack always gets mad at me when I say this, and I just need him to move a runner over or hit a fly ball,
Right.
and he strikes out on 4 pitches,
Right.
that is frustrating.
Yeah.
But he is, he's one of Dombrowski's, best signings, and he's been great, and he could hit 50 home runs again this year. I mean, it could happen.
It's a great point that it's kind of we will certainly gloss over it over the course of 162 games. But when you're in a 5-game series or a 7-game series and that same rate is there, it's magnified. It's true.
And it doesn't come with the other stuff.
Yeah.
And he's better at it. He's not hitting 200 like he did, a few years ago.
We've seen that exactly. Yeah, we've seen.
But
it
when you
worse.
look at Schwarber's playoffs since he's been here, it's either a great series or a dud series for him. The Mets series, he had the home run to lead off the series, didn't get another hit. The Dodgers series, he had that
the
one
one
game
game
where he hit
Yep.
the couple home runs. He was
Yep.
pretty much a zero the rest of the time. And that, again, this isn't a negative thing about Schwarber, but when we get frustrated with the Phillies, it is the boom and bust stuff, and he's a boom or bust player. But when he's boom, he is he's terrifying, for the other team. I mean,
Yeah, he's. I don't think anybody is taking it for granted. So don't mistake what I'm saying there. But being just the second player to hit 40 home runs 4 times for this franchise, I just look at Kyle Schwarber. I'm such a fan of Schwarber that I wasn't prior to him coming here. He's made me a big fan of his, and I don't know where the team would be without him, and not just the on the field production. Really, his temperament in the clubhouse.
he's a good steward for the organization. I
think he's a great Philly, and these are little milestones and moments that we should appreciate.
And Buzz, I like percentages as much as the next guy, but the Phils are 3 games out of a playoff spot. So, it can be 93% on Fangraphs. All I do is think back to that last comeback they had against the Cardinals, and they had a 99% chance of not winning the game in the 9th, and they did.
Yeah.
So 90.
Odds don't mean anything less than 100%.
Yeah, and
for sure. We still got 7 games against the Braves.
yeah, I hear you, but it doesn't feel like they have a 93% chance of making.
So
the
I
playoffs.
agree with you. I mentioned it because that seemed high to me. Like
Yeah.
that seemed like it feels like they're like shooing them in, and they've gotten a little bit better, but they're certainly not a lock for sure. Just to speak further to that Schwarber being a boom or bust thing, from July 19th to August 21st, which was 28 games for him, got Guy hit 4 home runs. In the other 100 he's played this year, the 95 before, 5 since, he's hit a home run in every 2.8 games, and he has 3 more home runs than any other players in the majors, even with that month-long drought.
Wow.
Well, you don't ever have to worry about him doing a home run derby again.
No, I hope not. Yeah. We got it here in Philly.
Got it here. It was in Philly. Yeah, I don't think he'll be doing one again.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know if the numbers correlate, but again, I'll go to my gut again.
Yeah.
The home run derby thing to being cold afterwards and it's screwing up your swing, I think it can be a real thing. Also, the other thing with Schwarber is he's had the back thing all year, and swinging that many times and doing that, it couldn't have, I don't know if it hurt, but it couldn't have helped. So, all right, Buzzman, what's next?
Let's talk about the evolution of Jesus Luzardo, who continued to be great once again yesterday. Since June 10th, which is 14 starts, he's got a 1.9 ERA. He's only allowed more than 2 runs in a start only once, and it feels like the evolution for him this year has been the evolution of that sweeper. I know you said you don't like percentages, but he's got a 48% whiff rate on that. He's throwing it more than any other pitch, and he has been dominant for more than a couple months now.
Yeah, they talked to him about the sweeper after the game yesterday. I think it was Fransky.
I have the audio if you want it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Would love to hear it.
At first, I was on board. I needed definitely something to help get into righties and get away from lefties. I didn't have anything really going to the right for me. And there were times where I definitely, they felt terrible. It wasn't working. Couldn't throw it for a strike. And I was just like, I should just go back to my old one. But we stuck with it. And I kind of feel the same way. New changeup this year. There's been times where it's been great and times where it's been horrific. And, it starts creeping in your mind. I should just go back to the old one. And but I'm glad I stuck with it on both pitches because, when you really fine-tune them and they start feeling good, they're definitely a weapon.
Yeah, the sweeper has been huge for him. It wasn't a pitch he really had when he got here. The evolution of him has been incredible. I mean, just a great acquisition from Dombrowski, who, speaking of boomer bust, has a lot of those on his resume. Yeah. But the best thing I heard in that interview last night or yesterday afternoon with Luzardo, so he goes 7 innings, allows 1 hit, strikes out 9, and he goes, yeah, my stuff was
year, 200 plus.
Yeah, your stuff wasn't that good. You went 7 innings and struck out 9 and allowed 1 run or 1 hit. I don't know. I'm sure stuff was, if that wasn't your good stuff.
It wasn't that bad either.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, he's been awesome. I know when you think of game 1 starter, you're like, well, it's Zach Wheeler. Oh, it's Chris Sanchez. Dude, if you got to win a playoff series, it's going to be a 5-game series. If everything is as it is when they start the playoffs, yes, you're right. If everything is what it is when the playoffs start, Luzardo's my game 1 starter.
Would they have the cojones to do that?
You got to win that game.
I agree.
You got to win that game.
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Hell, especially if they're going to continue to pitch the way they're pitching. So,
yes.
yeah.
And Wheeler we could put to the side for a second. He's been bad, but Sanchez has been okay.
Yeah.
It's that he hasn't been like Wheeler has. But if you're telling me I'm going into a 3 or a 5-game series and I have one guy who's been lights out for 2 months, and it's not like he's some rookie. Nope. He has 2 years of, at least with the Phillies, of really good pitching. He was an all-star this year.
Yep.
I'm giving the ball to Jesus Luzardo. I'm saying, I'm telling Chris Sanchez and Zach Wheeler why I'm doing it. You guys are great, but this guy gives us the best chance to get off to a good start in this series, and you're doing it.
And that's what it boils down to. Yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't do us any good if we go down 0-2 and lose the series and he doesn't get to pitch.
Right. Can you imagine if Luzardo doesn't pitch?
Yeah, can you imagine that?
He's their best pitcher for 3 months.
And he doesn't pitch because these two are at the – I cannot imagine that.
No.
I'm just saying, Phillies, you're hearing it first here with us.
And don't do the thing where you don't announce your Game 2 starter, and if you lose, then you do Luzardo in Game 2.
Yeah.
Nah. Make him the Game 1 starter.
Because you know that's what they'll do.
Oh, of course it's what they'll do. Of course it's what
There's no way he shouldn't pitch in a series.
Yes.
There's no way.
No way.
Yeah.
How are you lining up the whole rotation right now? Playoff start today. Everyone's rested.
I mean, Spike just laid it out for you. I don't know how you don't start Luzardo if that's how you want to go with it based on what's happening now.
Luzardo, Nola, Sanchez. If it starts right now,
yeah,
Luzardo, Nola, Sanchez. If you
Yeah,
want to go
lefty,
left,
righty,
right,
lefty.
left.
Yeah.
Luzardo, Nola, Sanchez.
So wild card series, Wheeler's not even touching the ball.
Well, if
Well, he
you
would be
told
there
me-
for game 4 if
But the
needed.
wild card's best of 3.
but you're
Oh, is it the best 3?
yeah. Well, you're saying it starts tomorrow?
I'm thinking of the best. Is no wild card for best of 5? Or that's after the
Division
the
series is
division
best
series.
of 5.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm saying if the wild card series started tomorrow and everyone was fully rested, how would you line it up?
I would line it up Luzardo,
No, he's
Nola,
right.
Sanchez.
He's right.
Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's right.
Now it's not starting tomorrow, so
But you're
Wheeler
right, though,
could
Spike.
get right.
You're right. I don't know who can argue against that.
Like, you don't
What argument is there against that?
you don't get like an award
Yeah.
for being loyal to your guy who's
Right.
pitching crap.
Based on what he did in the past. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the fans aren't going to want to hear that.
Dude, I had Wheeler after the game saying he needs his confidence back and
Yeah.
he can't throw anything for a strike. And then I'm going to listen to him be upset with me because he doesn't start in the
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, you can't do it.
Luzardo, Nola, Sanchez.
Yeah,
That's what I
Luzardo
would
right
do.
now is your best pitcher. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, speaking of Zach Wheeler, there was some talk the other day of, like, do you phantom IL him? Do you skip over a start? Something like that. Some people maybe wanted the recently acquired Nestor Cortez to come up, maybe do some spot starting. Well, he was signed by the Phillies last week, optioned to Low A Clearwater. He's been placed on the IL. This is to give Cortez some time to ramp up. No injury per se, per Charlotte Varnes, but that does not appear to be an option at this time.
Huh. Yeah, well, he seemed pretty far anyway. It's a weird signing if the guy wasn't close to being able to pitch because you wonder what they
What's
were
the point?
thinking. Yeah, now maybe it was like the Walker Buehler thing that if he could ramp up by the playoffs or by September when you feel like you could, bring him up, then it gives you because they don't have a long man. Now, I know you would think, I guess their fifth starter could be the long man in the playoffs. Maybe it's, Painter. But I wouldn't mind having another guy that could buy me 4 innings in the middle of a series, and that's what Cortez is. But it is a weird signing if he's not going to be able to pick up a start if you need him during the season.
And then the last thing I had for you guys here is Trea Turner, a bad Mariners series, 0 for his last 17. That dates back to the Cardinals series as well. His OPS is now 671, which ranks 125th out of 138 qualified hitters. It's late August. Would you put thought into moving him lower in the lineup, Spike, to the point of, like, you don't get an award for being loyal to your guys. Can they continue to hit him too?
No, but they are.
I know they are. Doesn't mean they should.
They are.
Okay, so
Yes.
different, I think different situation.
Yeah.
You don't get an award for being loyal to your guys, but sometimes you do reap the benefits of it over time. So, like, to me, they need Trea Turner, and they're winning with him in the spot where they're winning, and I'm keeping him there now, unless if Mattingly so here's the caveat. If they think the best thing to get him right is to move him down the lineup, then move him down the lineup. I'm not moving him down in the lineup because he's not hitting well, for the sake of the team scoring more runs. I am, with the everyday players that I believe in, I'm leaving them out there in the field. The same thing I said about Bohm at third base or first base now and being in the lineup. Same thing I would say about Trea at shortstop, in that I need Trea to be right, and whatever they think is the best way to get Trea right, and if it's leaving him second in the lineup, that's what I would do.
I would put Bohm in the 2 spot. He's right-handed.
Don't you want him knocking in all your runs?
Well, I mean, listen. Listen. I need somebody there to make contact.
Right.
Right now, he's a hot hitter.
Yeah.
Schwarber is a hit or miss. Bryce is on fire right now.
Yep.
You get that combination of Bone, Bryce, and then Arise, and then you go Trea Turner. So put Trea Turner in the 5 spot.
Can I tell you why I don't like it?
Okay, yeah.
I want a guy that can score from second on a single.
Right. I got you there.
And especially.
But if he's not on base, can he score?
It's amazing point, a fair point. But with Arise and Harper behind him, especially
Somebody
with
knock him
Arise
in,
back there, who's a singles guy, that would be my thing. And it's a shame that Stott is lefty, because Stott is the perfect number 2 hitter.
He would be the number 2 guy.
He works counts, he gets on base, he can run.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right, and that's a fair point.
Yeah.
The scoring from first base or even going from first to third.
Yeah.
Bohm, that's not something Bohm does. So I totally agree with that. Stott, though, I may be willing to sacrifice the 3 lefties, man.
Depends on who they're facing. I'm not doing it against a tough lefty.
Okay.
I'm not putting myself in a situation. So I'm not doing it against a tough lefty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's really
But-
4 lefties, too, with Arias.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
You're just putting
Oh,
your
man.
and the other thing
That's
you're
why
doing.
he's still there, too.
Yes.
Because they don't know where to put him. You
They don't
can't
have
put
any
him anywhere
righties to
else.
hit
Well,
there.
Yeah.
What you could do is the nightmare of all nightmares is that you could put Bohm back at cleanup and put Arise fifth, but then Harper's going to have a temper tantrum that Arise is not hitting behind him. So
We don't need to mess that up
no,
right
no,
now.
no.
Yes.
We need 500 OP.
Yeah.
500 OBP in August.
Yeah.
Bryce.
It's unbelievable.
The walks. All of a sudden, he's like, "Yeah, I'll take every pitch. I
Yeah.
don't care."
Man, elite.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, and the other thing about the 4 lefties is forgetting about the starter.
Yeah.
Man, you really set yourself up
Late in the game.
for a nasty lefty late
Yeah.
in the game when you have the top of the lineup up, and now
So you almost just have to accept Trey for what he is right there.
I think so. I think so.
All right.
That
Only
would be my-
pushback I would give, and it's not like he's hit lefties either. Trey.
Oh
Right.
yes, yeah. I
yeah.
agree with you.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But the speed thing is that's a legit reason in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Come on.
Yeah.
What would you put Crawford?
Yeah. I'll just stick with Trey.
Stick with Trey. There it is. Yeah. All right. Great job, Buzzy Baseball.
Damn it, Trey.
Yeah.
Listen, it's been 3 years you've been here, bro. At some point, I'm going to need you to give me a postseason moment.
Yes. Yes.
Something.
Yes. I agree.
You got to give me, even if it's just a game, you got to give me a moment, bro. Like, you're $300 million, you're Trea Turner. I'm hearing borderline Hall of Famer. Like, you got to give me something in that postseason.
I agree. I like I've said a bunch. I like the guy a lot because he works hard and I think he's honest.
Yeah.
And those are two. He's a good player, but I would say of the entire Phillies lineup, Trey's cold streaks are the most infuriating to watch.
Right.
Of any, he is the toughest watch when he's not going well.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. He needs a postseason moment. He absolutely does.
His most memorable moment might be his interaction with Jack.
Oh. You mean his interaction with the Philly captain?
The celebration.
The guy who really started the ovation.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Going back to that moment was a good time, man. That
Oh
was a
my
good
God!
time, man.
Showing him the moment was one of
Yes.
my favorite radio moments. Seeing his face. All right, great job, Buzzy Baseball.